Hey, it's Pamela. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm continuing on in my haunted house series of a haunted house that I know very, very well. The one I live in. And today I'm talking about my childhood bedroom. But I forgot to tell a story that happened in this actual bedroom in my intro vlog. Its own theme, it's a bedroom story, so I'm gonna add that to the beginning of this vlog, and then I'm gonna move on to the stories that happened in my childhood bedroom. I don't know what that noise was. My camera just made a noise. Anyway, I don't know what happened there. One night I was in bed watching YouTube videos before I went to sleep when I heard something slide down the wall. This is the sound that I heard. Something slid down the wall, and then I heard what sounded like something fell in a duffel bag. I understand that something can fall, but I don't understand how the sound could continue. When I heard this, I turned my phone off, put it down, and I'm like, okay, forget this, I'm going to sleep. Actually, I'm going to demonstrate the noise. So this bag was at the bottom of my bed. I heard the thing slide down the wall, and then I heard like that. But then I kept hearing, this is what I heard. At the foot of my bed, and it went on for about that long. But other than that, I'm waking up to the talking in my ear, or sometimes the grunting / growling. That's kind of the only things that have happened. I've heard random bumps and stuff, but nothing major. And I guess why those little things don't really scare me as much are because of what I went through in the other bedroom. And this is kind of weird because someone else experienced it too. So when we moved in, we had a little meeting of who was going to get that room. It's the smallest bedroom upstairs, and unfortunately I was the one who got the bedroom. Wah wah. Little did I know the least of my concerns would be the size of that room. The first things that happened in that room was I used to wake up to my bed shaking, and this happened quite a bit. And I'm in Canada, so we can't really say it was an earthquake because earthquakes are incredibly rare here, and this was happening on an almost nightly basis where I was waking up to my bed shaking. At one point, I swear I saw a hand in the bed. When I was a kid, I randomly sleepwalked. I feel like a lot of kids sleepwalk. And one morning, I remember my mom came into the room or whatever, and I had woken up obviously at the same time, and I was laying the opposite way in bed. So my feet were on my pillow and my head was at the foot of my bed. But the weirdest part is my blankets were pulled up. I don't know about cases where people fully make their bed and then lay down the opposite way. And usually when I sleepwalked, my mom would wake up and direct me back to bed or whatever. So that to me was kind of weird. But the weirdest part, my arms and legs were stretched out like this. Like my arms were like this and my legs were like that. And I was the opposite way lying on my back. And I'm a stomach sleeper, so I don't know. The scariest thing that happened in that bedroom, again, I have goosebumps just thinking about this. Just, it gives me chills. I used to have a day bed, and it's a steel frame. One night I woke up to steady clanging, and I was sleeping on my stomach facing the wall, and I could hear it clanging steadily behind me. It was just clang, 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 clang. And it went on and on and on. My eyes were wide open and I was terrified. And it kept going and going and going, and it sounded so loud and I didn't know what it was. No explanation of what can clang steadily on your bed. And I'm laying there just thinking, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? There's something in here. There's something in here. A thought went into my head of just turn your head. And I quickly went and turned my head to face in the direction where the clanging was. It clanged one more time, and then I had these pieces of papers that I used to write poetry on when I was a kid. It tapped 3 times on the piece of the paper, and my eyes had adjusted to the dark because they were wide open. I could see the papers go, and then it hit at another place, and then another place, and went away. That wasn't the first time that I had heard the tapping, and it wasn't the first time that I had seen the tapping, because it would always tap those papers and I could see them quivering. I would always hear a tapping in the wall, like constantly in that bedroom. Years later, my sister had a baby and that room became my niece's room. So my older sister moved out, my twin moved into this bedroom, I moved across the hall into her old bedroom, and the smaller room became my niece's bedroom. I don't remember how old she was, but like it's when a child can start putting sentences together, so maybe like 3 or 4 years old. She started to tell us that a woman with a little face was tapping on her window at night. My niece, who obviously didn't know what I had experienced in that room, was hearing the same thing. Did I ever see a woman with a little face? No. Maybe the face on the wall downstairs is that woman with a little face. Maybe the hem of the skirt that I've been seeing is the woman with a little face. Shit. Guys. My niece would tell us that a woman with a little face was tapping on our window at night, and that is so freaky to me because she was still a baby. I don't know. I have no explanation for this. It freaks me out to this day. And there was another time where she was upstairs playing in her room by herself. We were downstairs and we heard her scream. Everybody ran upstairs and we found her covering her face down on her bed. She was genuinely terrified and she told us that she saw a monster in that bedroom. To me, this is so crazy and it scares me so much. And I feel like whatever that is exclusive to that room. What was this monster that my niece saw? And who was the woman with the little face? That's what I'm gonna leave it at. Next up, I'm gonna be talking about the basement, which I feel is the epicenter of activity in this home. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you like me and you're enjoying this series, please subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Let me know in the comments any experiences that you have or theories you have for what I've talked about here. Like, I'd love to know anyone's opinion. If you've had any similar experiences, let me know in the comments. Stay tuned for the next one, and thanks for watching.